Guys, what is really the purpose of Marwa calling people's children to the villa? Like, what is the motive behind that move of telling the children, come to the villa, we have some food? What is the motive? Guys, do you think it's genuinely just calling people for a party? Do you think that is the purpose? That is the motive? Personally, I think that it's for content. Using these children for content. I think so. So, I saw the latest video. He invited the children. I think, yeah, it was over the Sunday, but he just uploaded the same video. And of course, slaughtered a goat. But these children were given some beans and rice. It's food. I don't know that village, but maybe it's a privilege to have such kind of food, but I don't think so. I would not think so. So back to what I was asking you guys, and of course, if you're kind enough, if you can, kindly come to the comment section and let me know. When you watch Mura on the last 2 or 3 videos that he featured the village kids, let me know what was going through your mind. If you just think beyond what you see, do you think it's genuine? Like, I just want to throw a party for these children. Like, do you think that is the motive? Just Mura decided that, let me spoil these children. I don't see that as the motive, because it's become content.
A big day! Big day! Ah, very good. One more time, big day! Big day!
Is it not funny, guys? Do you ever watch and you're like, is it not funny that this is the same family that came out here and were telling people, you cannot film my child. I don't want to see my child on your thumbnail. We also refrain from making their baby our thumbnail. But what are they doing? I see Mura like kneeling and 50 kids on the thumbnail. Hey, what kind of BS is that? I also saw Madam Parasite in the latest video zooming in on a child. That's a child. Apparently, allegedly by Mura, the child is too much rowdy. And we're talking about a baby. I doubt that baby is 2 years or something. And this is how Madam Parasite termed the same baby. Guys, zooming in. Zooming in. Guys, this child is terrible. Terrible, terrible. Zooming in.
When the angel, hey, staki mambo yenyu. Hata yani this one.
This one is terrible.
Hey.
Terrible.
Boy. Slowly Rocio with him. Pata potea, jichagulie.
And you would come out here and tell me that I should not make the child the thumbnail of my videos. Like, I don't know, but personally, I go by the slogan, like, you do me, I do you, honestly. And I go by the slogan that no one is important, no one is special than the other one, honestly, because you want people to respect yours, but you're going out there calling someone else's child terrible. Terrible. That is Madam Parasite. This one. This one is terrible. Zooming in. Zooming in. And you want to tell me that is a party that they're just throwing for these children and 2 or 3 adults? A party. That's content. That's content. Just the way they turned these calls by Mr. Cecil's friend to come through for the poor. Mura turned it to be his own initiative. Coming out here for content. Is this day 3 or 4? Doing the same thing, putting people on the camera on people's face, that because of accountability I need to film you. Mura, you want to film people because of accountability, but we can see that your family were taking things without accountability, like free, take things, looting. from the same space that people are supposed, the poor, not, let me not even call them that, the less privileged that are supposed to benefit from it. Before you came to the village, your family were already picking things from that. Before you turned on the camera, Madam Parasite had already picked things for the family in Argentina. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Like, the black community in the US brought things for the people in that village, but Madam Parasite is keeping things for Argentinians. How greedy can you be? How terrible. Now you're calling someone else small child terrible? Rocio, how terrible can you be? Are you not embarrassed? But she has some level of pride, can I say so? Because you'll never see her picking in public. But of course, Mura being Mura, mouth on a slope like running, he came out here number without time. So Madam Parasite had already picked her leather jackets. Madam Parasite kept some things for the family in Argentina. Madam Parasite ABCD. So we know that is what was happening. Same to congratsmum, picked some clothes in that space like 10 times. When they're picking some donations there, in the name of accountability, whom are you accountable to? Whom? Because for anyone with normal knowledge, you can tell that there is nothing accountable about what was going on, because your family cannot be picking things behind the scenes, but you want to zoom on people's faces. I personally believe that when you go to somewhere that you're doing these charity programs, it's not your place to even film people. Did they come out there at their request? You understand? You want to help people on condition. The people that sent those things from the Cecil's friends, we are not talking about these terrible Jamaican grandpa. I'm talking about Cecil friends. The 70% of items that were given by the other people, even his children, the friends, the neighbors, those people did not give their items on condition. They did not tell Mr. Cecil that take these things to those poor people in the Africa. I don't think that was the mentality. But what I'm just trying to say is that most of the people that contributed those donated stuff for the less not the Marwa'S family, did not give condition on who should pick and what they should do. You understand? So personally, I'd conclude that Marwa did all this for content, period, and of course for selfish reasons, greedy reasons, so that you can loot from these things that were meant for the less privileged in Nyabohanse community. You understand? But of course, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with me? What do you think? What do you get from the entire saga? Because by now I don't think they'll come up with the same content, because I saw they depleted the donations people picked. I saw the sister came through the last minute. I doubt she even got something. What can I say? Because personally I believe that she's not even the less privileged in the society. Guys, when you speak from a point that you've never met people who are poor, you would think that he's doing the right thing, honestly. If you speak from that angle that you just see the villagers and you're like, oh, they don't have tapped water, oh, I saw their shoe. Guys, the same village, I will try and pull some videos out here. The same village, there are people that cannot afford shoes. They don't have one, not even like 2 pairs, and you think that them picking the third one. Guys, let me not drag it, but I have a lot to say about that, about who should be taking something there. Hey, those things did not even get to the right people, according to me. They didn't. It didn't get to the right people are just within. Have you ever seen gintu going around, maybe taking vegetables, taking this and that. Have you seen the places that he has been? People who are really, really, really struggling, they live in a different kind of shelter. Those are the people that are supposed to be taking those items. But when you come out here and be like, oh, blah, hey, guys, I've seen the worst. I've seen the extreme end of people who are supposed to be taking, those who can take one, and those who should not be touching. So let's get even to the video of the day, or rather the next part. But I hope you've liked the video, and you check, just confirm if you subscribed. And of course, thank you so much for watching. So the next part is Mura kicking out Mogesi's father. I'll not even talk about that because I think at this point people have already talked about it. But something that I picked from that is that is it not funny that now Mura can be the king of the village? He can hire and fire. When he was being controlled in the junkyard backyard, the same person that is being called monkey.
You're not so ready, so let's go this.
Monkey.
What's up? Boy.
Kenyans in the building, if you're watching and you're like, a monkey, what? Yeah, that is a very derogative term. It's an racist term. It's terrible, especially when brown white person calls you by that term. Guys, you should be a Kenyan on a full force when you hear someone call you that. It's not something to be taken lightly. And guess who was calling him that word? Guess who? The unofficial wife. Yeah, Madam Parasite called the baby daddy a monkey. Yes. I'll try and pull up a clip, but if I don't, that is what she said. Monkey, 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 monkey. Yes. And of course, you would not take it lightly, considering where she comes from, considering who Rocio is as a person. Aside from acting, okay, I'm a good person, I'm just nice, reactors are coming from me. Apart from when you take Rocio as a person, you know she's a full-blown racist, period. Because since she came to Africa, she has done a lot of racist stuff. You remember she came out and she's like, singled out Black Americans out of all the races in America, out of all, how many races, I don't know, but I'd assume that is the US. Everyone from any part of this country, there are one or two people in the US. I believe there is, which is the most remote people in this world. You'll find 2 or 3 in the US, but singled out a dark skin. And this is what she said. I don't like Black Americans. I do not like them. What? What? That is not the only thing that she did. Came to Africa at some point, opened a camera. Oh, these viruses, parasites, ticks, what. I don't want to come to my Bila. A Bila that she doesn't have any idea how it came to be. Zero idea. But because she's a Muzungu, very entitled, and she thinks that she's above everyone, better than anyone, looking like how she looks like. I'm not coming for anything about her, but I'm just saying, sometimes you look at her and you're like, what is that one thing, Rocio, that is making you think that you're better than any other person in that village? Called people those terms. She was in South Africa, Cape Town, at those beautiful, beautiful places in Cape Town, besides the ocean. This is what she said. Oh, finally, I feel so good that I'm now surrounded by white people. Oh, finally, because of course, unfortunately, because of the history of, of South Africa, which is being dealt with slowly but surely. Hey guys, don't come for me. I'm just saying, because sometimes I'm being too honest out here, but it's a fact anyway. Because of the historical injustices of what happened in South Africa, the population majority, not minority, but of course because of the economic inequalities that came with the past, you'd see people on those parts of South Africa. I don't even need to go deep, but if you're an African and you've ever bothered to, if you come from any part of this world and you've ever bothered to do some research on that, on South Africa, you know what I'm talking about. Rocio was among those kind of people, courtesy of a black man. But this is what she said. Whew, finally, I'm amongst white people and I can feel some sense of safety, because black people, they tend to look at me, they give me some attention. Just look at Rocio. Sometimes I just come out here and I tell God, please guard my mouth, because I know it. I think this channel should be called Filtered Neo, because I usually have a lot to say about a lot of things, but I just have to be modest. Because I might have some very some very controversial statements out here. Amongst white people, courtesy of a black person, Rocio had a lot to say about the black community. Finally, I'm away from these black parasites, viruses. Now I can breathe. They will not, I'm not the center of attention. Now I belong. The way Rocio looks like, that is what she said. And I can go on and on and on. She has said a lot of racist words. Take that aside. Now, she came out and called Mura monkey, 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 monkey. Can you imagine? Guess what Mura did? Nothing. At some point I was like, does Mura understand what Rocio said? Did Rocio understand what she said? But she did, because guess what, guys? You go to the same channel that she uploaded that kind of content, it's not there. It's missing. When she said that part that she was uttering the monkey monkey words, deleted. That goes to show that she knows exactly what she was saying. And of course, you'll not be watching and you think that I care about what she did tomorrow, what she didn't, what she will do in future. I don't give a flying F. But guys, I don't give a flying F about nothing. But I brought that up to connect to what has been happening in the villa, because of course, you know, I've always come out here with my own point of view about calling people's children to the villa, about the donated stuff, the clothing, shoes, the entire thing. And this is what I've always said. First of all, the children coming there, I don't buy that. I don't like it, honestly. I cannot do anything about it, but I'm giving my own opinion. I do not. I don't, because number one, you're using people's children for content. You're filming them, making them the thumbnail, giving them beans and rice. It's food, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's food, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that it's the way things are being done. Just look at what happened when Mogesi's parents came to the villa. Did you see how Mura handled that man? Did you see? Embarrassing him on camera, telling people that, yeah, I'm telling him on camera, using people for content. If you just look at it for what it is, you'll be like, he's a good person feeding. Really, the same person that after the party was done, after people had given him the free services, he came out here and told people that I was feeding them. I was giving them accommodation for free, feeding them. And you want to tell me that it's out of goodwill? I don't buy that. When you look at things from a different angle. It's not what it seems to be. It doesn't, because you have this mentality of feeling that you should not pay people because you are feeding them. You understand? Like, it's a give and take situation. Those people that are claiming I didn't pay them, those people that are abusing me on the internet, I was feeding them. Yes, they work for me. They're claiming I didn't pay them, but it was my house they were living. It was my food they were eating. Give and take situation. Now, what about the children? What are they giving you? Because you believe in give and take. Content. My people, content. That is it. I feel like I'm preaching, but I'm just saying, I hope you got my point. I personally don't buy that. I'm of the opinion that even if your child is not does not have that cannot get that kind of food easily, beans and rice, I'd rather to eat sukuma wiki and ugali December to December with my child in dignity, with respect, instead of what is happening in the villa. Period. If you've never been in such a situation, how can I put it across? Let me know if you get what I'm trying to say. Personally, I'm like, F that. You went from hosting adults. Of the how many adults you were hosting in that villa during the same party, fell apart with you. You're not getting along. Why? Because of so many reasons that they came out here to share with us. What is the difference between back then and now that you're hosting the children? It's the same case. The same case. You're just exploiting people's children. What is so hard of hosting the party for the children? But you don't show that part. You're just like, yeah, I'm out here with the kids. But you have to come out there. Children. Big day, big day.
Inwe soda yake nione useme big day. Big day! Ah, very good. One more time, big day.
Big day!
Do you know how that activates donations out here? Guys, do you know how much activation of donations is going on down there? Hey, guys, my opinion on them kicking out Marwa'S dad, for him to accuse the dad of what the children are doing, people will have their own opinion, but personally, me as a person, once you turn 18, especially in an African setting, especially for a boy child, for girls it's different. It's like you still listen to your parents, this and that, but for a son you're considered mura. You know mura, the meaning? Mura said yes the other time. Senso said that it's a man was, you know, past the what they do, and is a man out there. Even Mura himself, do you think Machete Man can tell him what to do? Guys, we are going too far. Do you think Lambo Girl can be told anything by the mother about do this? No. Especially that family, they have the autonomy, they have the power to do whatever they want to do. The parents do not control them. So for him to embarrass Marwa'S dad, it left a bad taste on my mouth, honestly. I don't care, but personally, I'm like, you could have told the security to kick him out off camera. Don't make it the center of your video, because what are you trying to do? You're trying to tell people, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Come and watch my video. I need the views. Come on. That was BS. I understand where it comes from. Oh, your children are accusing me, but Mura, you. Can Koera Senior tell you what to do? Will you listen to him? Hell no. Same to Machete guy. So this is what you're doing can only fool a few people, but I'm very sure that the majority can see you for who you are, can see what you're doing for what you're doing, because that was just an opportunity for content. He saw Marwa'S dad and he was like, yes, that's an amazing video. if not a thumbnail. I had to kick him out. Yeah, send to the children an opportunity to exploit them for content. I don't agree with what he's doing. Especially Madam Parasite, to call people's children terrible. How about I come out here, sit guys. Mura's people in my comment section, how about I sit out here and I term terrible their child? I cannot even do that. My conscience cannot allow me to do that. But Madam Parasite will do it. You people will see it, but you let it slide. It's okay because it's a Muzungu. But for me, it will be different. Come on. Come on, guys. I feel like I'm ranting, which I don't want to. Have you liked the video? Please. Guys, have you liked up the video? Are we fighting? Did I offend you? Why are you not liking the video? We had gone to 200 plus. I think it's been 2 weeks ago. Almost to 300 sometimes, but we are lacking. Please, guys. I really request you to like the video and let me know what you think in the comment section. I feel like what I shared today was kind of controversial. Not even controversial. I feel like mostly people will have different opinions regarding to what I shared, and of course I'll be so interested to read what your opinion regarding to what I shared. I'm always in the comment section. You know me, guys. You'll never share a comment in this space and I don't respond to it. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace. Bye.